welcome to ESR GTR for German Große Tour, Round 1, here at Norisring. That's what I said. I am very attractive, and with me as always is the man who has perfected the martial art technique he's only calling the Kaifus Cane crane kick. I will be introducing Michael Meckes.
I'm not really sure Kaifus Cane would have a kick named after him.
Ironic.
I get where you're going with that. I understand.
It's ironic.
But, like, it's definitely a sword move. He is an amazing swordsman despite the fact that he is completely cowardly. It's great. It's fantastic. Anyways, yeah, we're here for the opening round of this GT4 tournament here, or tour of the German tracks. Really, side note, this is just Martin getting an excuse to put Sachsenring in something because he loves that track. And that makes him a sick, perverted individual. And yeah, we're here at the Norisring as a result, which is nice because it is a phenomenal track. Very, very simple, but it breeds a lot of side-by-side racing and a lot of chaos, which Byron loves. And yeah, the first corner can be or the second corner, really first corner. So this is one of those weird tracks where corner one is a full throttle kink. Like, it's not a corner. Stop calling it a corner. It's right there, actually. Andrew D just went through it. No, wait, that's a different section of the track. There's one later on, though. The same thing. Anyways, we got Gunnar Ricks on pole, followed by Andrew D, Magic Kaszczuk, Henrik Andresen, Nicholas Campbell, Antonio Costa, Yuri Kotachville, Cordian Krasminski, Timo Ryder, Mauricio Delgado in the top 10. Yeah, Mauricio! Joe Senna, Stefan Frings, Tobias Theerolf, I am told! Starting 13th place because of technical issues. And then we have Ricardo Gomes, Adam Komorowski, Steve Davidson, Oriol Balmania, Vic Vega, Fran Hidalgo, Wilfredo Sevilla, Rick Martel, Mauricio Julian, Andy Foster, and if I'm not mistaken, there should be a Morbid Apathy in 24th place. Also, we were supposed to have Ariel Zatoni in this race. He unfortunately had technical failings and was unable to join on time.
It's been another coup on the internet.
So no Ariel Zatoni. No proud Argentinian flag flying around there. The cars here are going to be from BMW, Audi, Mercedes, McLaren, Lotus, and KTM. Byron's favorite car, the KTM, is back.
Woohoo!
That's the one where they just pick up the entire front end.
Oh, yeah. I like that one, and I also like the Reliant Robin.
Reliant Robin not in the game, unfortunately, and I do mean unfortunately, because that would be fun.
I want Zonda to make their own Reliant Robin.
We have a awkward camera view of the start, so we might miss some action here. Oh, there we go. Fixed itself. And here we go! The McLaren leads from pole, followed by the Lotus of Andrew D, which we are on board with.
Delightful.
Heading on down to turn 2. Again, that's turn 1 that we just went through. Again, not really a turn. Stop calling it. I'm making a point of that because when we were doing the stewarding for this, Jack was like, what do you mean the accident happened at turn 1? Turn 1 can't have an accident. And I'm like, oh god, they literally list that kink as turn 1, don't they? Yeah. Turn 2. A little side-by-side nudging there. And it is Ricks leading from Campbell. So Nicholas Campbell with a phenomenal start. He's up into second place ahead of Andrew D, Magic Kaszczuk, and Henrik Andresen. Also, I was just having a look if I missed any of the car brands. I don't think so. It's basically the big three from Germany, plus McLaren, KTM, and Lotus. Cordy Krasminski on the attack. That is against Joe Senna, who's had a good start in the BMW factory colors. And makes the move around the outside, opens the move up on the inside. Wilfredo Sevilla and Morbid Apathy have come to blows. That resulted in a Tier 2 penalty for Morbid Apathy.
Spoilers.
Spoiler for those who have not looked at the stewarding yet. There were 5 penalties in total. Ooh. Andy Foster getting side by side with Adam Komorowski. That's not going to go well for the KTM. It's a very light car.
It's been a tinfoil toothpicks.
It is the. I'm trying to think of the hockey equivalent of the KTM, and I'm left with like going with I don't know, because like short hockey players tend to be tough bastards. They tend to have to be.
Yeah. The dummies.
Maybe like Alexander McGillney? I don't know. McGillney didn't have really a reputation for scrappiness. Oh!
No, but he was so fast it wasn't necessary.
That was a bad move there by Komarowski, and he collected one of the McLarens. Looks like Mauricio Delgado.
Break out the hibachi.
Mauricio, if you had reported that to the stewards, it probably would have been a penalty. I'm just saying. You guys are way too nice about the reports.
Relentlessly report everything.
I would have reported that torpedo real quick. Is Timo Ryder moving up through the field into 11th place? He started in the top 10 and has fallen back, so something happened there. Or he just got a bad start. Both are possible. Going side by side with Ricardo Gomes. I am entirely certain at some point there was a UFC fighter named Ricardo Gomes.
Yeah, there was.
Do you remember anything about him? Like, that name is stuck there, but I couldn't remember. I know there's Ricardo Ramos who's fighting this weekend, who is the most confusing fighter on the planet, because he is simultaneously amazing and incredibly stupid.
Ricardo Gomes, UFC fighter. Hold on, there's a couple of them. Maybe just one guy with two different pages.
Could be. Wouldn't be the first time that's happened.
There's a guy who fought in Jungle Fight back in August.
Oh, there's definitely many Ricardo Gomes MMA fighters. I'm talking about, like, good ones.
And there's another one. So one guy's Brazilian, this guy's Portuguese. They're both 1-0. This guy beat, surprise, surprise, Bruno Silva. But not that Bruno Silva and not the other Bruno Silva.
Not that Bruno Silva, not the other Bruno Silva, and not the other Bruno Silva. Yuri Kretschmer. I like that livery. Very eye-catching. I like that livery, too. There's a lot of liveries in this field that I like. It's Wilfredo Sevilla losing 20th spot to Mauricio Delgado. Good to see Mauricio moving through the field after having a bad start. Antonio Costa going side by side with Yuri Kretschmer.
Can't find any Ricardo Gomes other than these 1-0. These guys are both 1-0.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. That's such a common name that, like, even if there wasn't a UFC Ricardo Gomes, they're like, you know, there had to be something.
These guys.
Kretschmer makes somebody moving very slowly. That's Korbian Krzyminski, who is trundling down the order, and Joe Senna. Both of them kind of at the side of the road.
Hagertown Senna.
Oh, Porsche. I miss Porsche. It's one of the brands in the field. Yes, demonstrated by Korbian Krzyminski, who I think has a problem, because he's slipped into last place, and it looks like he's had two spins that weren't really induced by anything, which is concerning. Henrik Andreasen in the top 5 in the Audi. Let's go, Audi! And down the inside, Antonio Costa making the move on Yuri Kretschmer. In the background, Stefan Frings is looking on hungrily in the blue and yellow livery BMW. We're getting some interesting camera work because Martin was not participating in this race due to his shoulder injury. And that means he's at the camera controls.
Is that why we don't have any helicopter cam?
I'm sure we'll get some helicopter cam. And Kretschmer back in front of Costa in 6th place. Rix, Campbell, D, Andreasen, and Kazchuk, your top 5 has been for a while. The only change there, Andreasen overtaking Kazchuk. Looks like they might still be side by side, actually. And then Kretschmer, Costa, Frings, which is the battle you see here. And rounding off the top 10, we have Ryder and Gomes.
We have Ricardo Mir Gomes, who's 0-3.
Looks like Andreassen's finally gotten a little bit of breathing room from Kazchuk. He's about 3/10 ahead, 3/4.
Yeah, Tapology's not giving us what we want, I'm sorry.
No, it happens.
Ooh,
I do like Mauricio Julian's Volt livery. If it's on screen, I will point it out. But I do like that one. It's an early favorite. It's green. Costa looks down the inside to no avail. Should be around the outside. Gomes is off. There he is. I also like that livery too. Steve Davidson and somebody else is running that as well from McLaren's. Oh, Stefan Frings gets tapped into a spin. Copied of his own doing there. A bit of an ugly rejoin.
Oh my god.
Good evasive action by everybody. Hey, there's the Volt car.
Very nice. The light green one.
All right, that could have gone a lot worse. Not sure about that rejoin, Stefan, but you owe a bunch of dudes a Coke for taking evasive action to get around you. Tobias Thierolf at 11th place. Byron, I'm confused. We don't see this. We haven't for a long. We have not seen Tobias Thierolf in a double-digit position in some time.
Unless there's an accident.
I know he started a little bit further down than he's used to, 13th place. But I expected more progress in this. We'll just put it that way. Much as if memory serves, the Porsche's not really the car to have here. There are Porsches towards the front, so it's not so handicapped that it's a car that can't have success. I think KTM's probably in the worst spot here because their car is, well, it's not suited to side-by-side action all that much, and it's not especially great on the straightaways, and a lot of this is acceleration. Speaking of the KTM, Andy Foster in the KTM is apparently in the wall. They're still looking for a way through here against Oriol Balmania. And he does with a nice late move there. And a brake check. Not a brake check, brake cut. That's what I'm talking about.
Give him the brakey.
Congratulations to Tobias Thrustmaster for being one of the few reliable all-season-long offensive weapons my baseball team, the Prowl, actually had. And he's about the only one that's going into the playoffs not hitting below 200 in the last
You traded me to Guatemala for a bag of hockey balls.
I didn't trade you. Also, you didn't have that great of a season. It got better as time went on, but you had a really rough start. You and Clyde Hawkins for like the first half of the season were horribly underperforming. And then you both kind of broke out towards it.
It's not my fault. There was, I was going through exhaustion and had a lower body injury and a soft tissue injury.
It's not talking about lower body injuries. It's like half my baseball or half my hockey fantasy team right now. Oriol Balmania fighting back against Thierolf, and in the background that is Steve Davidson also competing with them. Fran Hidalgo overtaking the KTM of Andy Foster. And Foster will probably lose out to Corby and Krizminski. That's not a knock on Foster. Krizminski's just very out of position right now. He is he's a top 10 kind of driver, and he's down in 23rd place. So there's a number of cars he should be able to cut through. There is the battle for the lead, or battle for second place, I should say, between Nicholas Campbell and Andrew Dean. The lead is pretty safe. Gunnar Ricks is about 5 seconds up ahead of these guys. And a little over-ender action. Ryder defends against Gomes. Let's see, who's having a really good day today? Yeah, top 10s are guys we're used to seeing there. I will say that Vic Vega's a little bit higher up than we're used to seeing him there in 13th place. And Mauricio Julian, given his 22nd on the grid, has had a solid day. He is battling with the other Mauricio Delgado. And Ricardo Gomes continues to dice with Timo Ryder. On the bumper cam with Gomes. Komorowski off the track and dropping. And looks down the inside. Brave on the brakes, but will be retained by Ryder. That second corner is a big overtaking spot, but there were a couple of people who were going a little torpedo on it, and it was a source of a lot of penalties. Ricardo Gomes on the chase against Ryder.
Mike, if BMW is so good, how come no BM Triple
Actually, BMW's GT history is not particularly amazing, to be honest. Oop. That's Andrew D. and Nicholas Campbell in the wall. And that was a penalty. I will confirm that for everybody. And D moves up into second place. Oh, Timo Ryder is tunneling to the center of the earth.
Neat.
That could
Bring
be
me back some diamonds. We can do business.
that. Yeah, he's DNF, so that's a problem. That's an internet connection issue. Unfortunately, that probably means that he's out for race 2 and 3 as well, which is a shame. He could pay a good pace. I'd say BMW of the big three has actually had probably the weakest history in GT racing. Still, like, very, very good, don't get me wrong. There's like, I don't know, maybe 7 brands that have had consistent success over the last, my lifetime in the GT category. And BMW is one of them. Sevilla, picking up a spot there over Joe Senna.
Joe Silva.
Senna. We do not besmirch Joe Senna by calling him Joe Silva.
Wow, the man who was too good for the UFC, so they fired him.
He retired. Problem is everything that he did badly is still there, and everything he did well is not. So it was a loss, really. Because now we get Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard, who are like all the bad stuff, none of the good stuff.
Maybe we should put Chuck Liddell in charge of Wicked.
You know what? I'm gonna give an unpopular thought here. I think he'd do a good job.
Me too.
If you remember when he was on the second time through on Tough with Tito Ortiz, he did a lot of research on fighters.
I think he's just so punch drunk it'd be hilarious for him to come in the next day and go, "What's going on?"
Yeah, unfortunately, last time the UFC gave him a job, he apparently didn't do it. So
That'd be a problem.
That's a little bit of a problem. Because apparently, of the brand ambassadors, only Forrest Griffin actually did things, and surprise, surprise, he's the only one that kept his job. Tobias Thierol tumbling down the order. Right when he had kind of gotten back to where we're used to seeing him. And Gunnar Ricks is now... No, wait, that's the wrong gap information. That's Hendrik Andreas had taken second place from Andrew D, pardon me. So the Audi moving into second place over the Lotus. Haven't seen any other Lotuses in the field, so is Andrew the only Lotus? Lotus and KTM are very underrepresented.
I believe they need more low time.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the Lotus is a pretty good car around in the GT4. Now, mind you, haven't touched these in a while. But last I recall, it was solid. So I'm a little surprised to see it kind of lacking. It's always a little bit lacking, just because like McLaren and the Big Three and Porsche have way more of a following. Some more of an apathy slides up the inside of Andy Foster, but overextends himself. Oh, that is the wall, Morbid.
The morbidity of the apotheosis is exhibited.
And if I remember correctly, the KTM is a legitimately weak car, so I'm not surprised to see Andy Foster appears to be the only one. But the lack of Lotus is a little surprising. Personally, I'm a fan of the BMW in this class. But that could also just because it has a lot of nice liveries. And also, I'm a big fan of like the big front engine cars a lot of the time, i.e. my overuse of the Lexus in ACC. And the BMW M4, to be honest. But the only big boy I don't really enjoy is the Bentley. And that's just the whole right-hand side drive thing. Antonio Costa and Yuri Kretachvil have basically been battling this entire race. And they have Ricardo Gomes on their tail. Steve Davidson trying to move up in the world. That is Oriol Balmania, I believe he's battling with. And right behind them is Thierolf, and then it is Vic Vega. Man, Vic Vega must be like thinking he's living in an alternate reality getting to battle with Tobias. These two have raced each other a lot, and I don't know if it's ever been this close. Oh no!
Oh boy.
Vic gets off the corner very badly and gets plowed by Delgado, and not in the way like you want.
You got yellow submarine, motherfucker.
Yeah. Also signs that you know yellow is an underutilized livery color. Mauricio ain't in a yellow car. Ricardo Gomes versus Steve Davidson. I mean, that's not Gomes he's fighting with, that's Balmania he's fighting with. Commentator giving us the wrong timing data.
That's okay, I can't count.
You can count. You just can't read.
I never learned how to read.
Whatever you say there, John Cena.
Or the books on the shelves.
They're for
the
show.
They're to hide sandwiches.
Actually, they're sandwich cooling devices. Joe said off the inside of Rick Martel. And he'll take 15th place. As we head into the final lap here, Tobias Thierolf going side by side with Steve Davidson, trying to get into the top 10. And I think he's going to do it. Steve left him a lot of room there. Did not fight that as much as I thought he should. And that is Ricardo Gomes coming to stationary stop. Looks like gas, probably. So better luck in race 2. That was a top 10 he had on offer. And Yuri Kretachvil and Antonio Costa going at it. Heading to the checkered flag. Looks like Yuri's going to hang on. Well, Gunnar Ricks, Henrik Andreasen, Andrew D, your top 3, although D did get a penalty. Matthew Kashuk, Nicholas Campbell, Yuri Kretachvil, Antonio Costa, Oriol Balmania, Tobias Thierolf, Steve Davidson. And here comes to the line comes Stefan Frings with Mauricio Delgado in 12th.
If Andrew took a penalty, does that mean he's been demoted?
No, because it's not a time penalty, it's a points penalty.
Well, still.
Martin prefers to use points penalties to time penalties.
I say give them quadrilinear weight penalties.
Gunnar Ricks with a fastest lap on the process of winning at 54.3. A couple other people in the 54. Most of the top 5 or top 10 getting into the 54s, with the exception of Davidson and Balmania. And we head on to race 2. Once again, getting some camera issue. Hopefully Martin addresses that.
I think for every track penalty or track limit penalty, the car should instantly get an extra 50 kilograms of weight.
Well, we have solid view of the action right now.
Those Swiss marbles, or what they got going on? Yeah, those look Swiss.
Ooh, a lot of cars off there. All the yellow showing you. That would be a bowling ball from Morbid Apathy, which we are unfortunately not getting to see.
Well, it's been nice signing off here.
There we go.
Norisring. Okay, there's car. Nope.
Yeah, Martin had said that something wacky happened with the camera, so this I assume is the wackiness. Balmania leads from Campbell, Ricks, Costa, Kaschuk, Kratachville,
Correct.
Davidson, Andreasen, Vega, and Thirol for your top 10. Can't really tell you a lot more than that.
Mike, what kind of bottom shelf champagne are you drinking tonight?
Bottom shelf? Whoa. When it comes to champagne, it's top shelf.
Do you like the rest of the champagne?
It's real velour.
Zap Brannigan, erotic. I've been singing a lot.
Raise the president to about nipple high. Zap Brannigan, the greatest Futurama character.
Let's take this fruit. It's got some real hair in its chest. A lot of the Fallout people like to use that one. Send you through all the Deathclaw and Cazadora's sites.
See, my strategic brilliance was that I figured out that the kill bots had a preset kill count. So I sent waves and waves of my own men. And they shut down. Stefan Frings going side by side with Andrew D. D has fallen down the order quite a bit, having finished second in race 1. There he is working his way through the field.
Mike, we need you to focus in on Hidalgo versus Delgado and don't mess up either of those names.
Delgado? I think I can do that.
Hidalgo. Hey there, Delgado.
Oh, a couple of cars off. Kaschuk, Davidson, and Andreasen at the side of the road. Well, people were off on the side of the road.
They can see that.
It's a big moment. It's chaos.
You're not wrong.
Picked up the Volt car, Mauricio Julian. For taking Magic Kaschuk, who we go on board with.
Mike, do you think Roche is sponsoring the Roche Tour?
Probably. It would make sense. Pulsing nerve up my forehead. It's not happy about it. Oh yeah, kind of. There may be a limited amount of commentary from myself as that sorts itself out.
What it looks like he's trying to do an imitation of the Rocket. Oh my God! Imitation of the Rocket looks.
Oh!
God, Lord God.
That is a mounting. Antonio Costa ends up in the wall. I think that was Steve Davidson that got him.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Nicholas Campbell has found his way to the front, overtaking Oriel Balmania. Commentator's too good, or the auto director's too good to give us that right now. Side by side with Mauricio Delgado. A couple of cars are really high up in the order right now. Looking at Delgado, looking at Hidalgo, are a little bit higher than we'd expected to do. Vic Vega's been on a good run here at 6th place as well. And, a little contact there.
A lot of action on that corner.
Yeah, that's Yuri Kratachville and Oriol Balmania. And behind them, that is Gunnar Ricks, the race 1 leader, or winner. Trying to get through and catch himself up to Nicholas Campbell. Try to go for a double win here today. Yeah. Down the inside goes Kratachville into 2nd place.
Word on the street is that Racing is the finest track run of Puerto Rico there ever was.
Fredo Sevilla going side by side with Adam Komorowski. And the Polish-American will come out on top. I assume he's Polish-American because there is no other explanation for that name. That's gonna be the funny thing. If Adam ever like finally decides to correct us, like my family's actually from Spain. We'll be very confused.
The reverse immigration policy.
Side by side action, Andrew D and Fran Hidalgo. Not sure where D is, but apparently he's there he is. Blue Lotus making its way through. And Vic Vegas next up. Oh, Antonio Costa off the track again. This time might have been his fault. Last time wasn't. This time might have been.
Maggle on the Mauricio Delgado front. There is a city in Chile named Los Angeles. And from now on, that's in my mind. That's where Mauricio Delgado is from.
Gunnar Ricks got past Yuri Kratachville. There was some contact. Don't know from where because we're on board and didn't get to see it. But Kratachville has found his way back alongside. We're heading into turn 2 with a possible braking battle. Here we go. BMW versus McLaren. Yeah. It's going to be the Beamer. No. The McLaren. No. Maybe both. Balmania got caught out badly there.
They got squeezed.
And it looks like it's going to be Gunnar Ricks who gets the better of it. It is Morbid Apathy working his way through the field. Battling side by side with Rick the Model Martel.
Ha-cha-cha. Muy caliente. So from now on, Mauricio Delgado is from Los Angeles.
That's close.
And he is now Hollywood Mauricio.
Ah! Does he lead the New World Order?
Indeed, very much so. But I will be using the Macho Man voice for obvious reasons.
Charcuterie.
You got that charcuterie board. You got some manchego. You got a little chicken. Some cream for the cafe.
Speaking of Mauricio, he's on the tail of Fran Hidalgo. That is Antonio Costa again.
Oh boy.
Antonio, you're having a rough race. That time looks like it was somebody else's fault, but can't really say. We didn't see the beginning of it. We just saw the aftermath.
Great Antonio, not to be confused with the rest of the Antonio.
And that is Joe Senna falling down the order. Looks like the car might be... Yeah, option A, terminal damage, or option B, he's letting Costa overtake him because he's the guy who rammed him. I guess that's the... Looks like that might be the case because it looks like he's up to speed now. I appreciate the gentleman behavior. It's not required in ESR because a lot of times it's actually kind of dangerous, but around here you can do it at the right part of the track. Obviously, you can just you back without particularly causing other problems.
Or do we shift gears and Mauricio's from Tierra del Fuego? Rugged mountain man from the island Tropical Paradise.
On board with Adam Komorowski, who appears to be off the track. And now pick up Vic Vega in the orange Mercedes, who appears to have lost a spot to Andrew D and is trying to get it back. We'll see. Joe sent on the tail of Antonio Costa again. So Joe has indeed gotten back up the pace, so I suspect he was just letting Antonio have the spot back. Of course, that has relegated the two of them to 18th and 19th, so it's not a great field. There may be more than 20 cars out there. Those who are in the know that there is a weird glitch with the commentary tool on multi-race events where the bottom part of the tower just gets cut off. So there may be 3 more cars out there that we are unaware of. We started with 24. We know we lost Timo Ryder, and in a manner that he will not be returning from. So at max there were 23 cars. At least there were 23.
R.I.P. You got overrated.
Stefan Fring's giving Thierolf a little bump. Tobias really is not cutting through the field here today, Byron. We saw him finish just barely in the top 10 in race 1, and right now he's in 11th place.
Well, I believe what's going on is he's trying to give everybody a false sense of security before tearing the guts out and winning the whole thing.
Again, this is one of the simpler tracks to learn, so it is the one where, like, well, there's a massive front end damage also for Tobias. That's probably also part of the problem.
Yeah, I mean,
that car is crabbing a bit. Ain't nothing custom about that. Down the inside for Kazchuk on Wilfredo Sevilla. And maybe a spot there for Frings on Mauricio. So Stefan Frings climbing through the field into the top 10 once again. Out front, Nicholas Campbell still leads by about 2 seconds, although that gap is closing. And now growing, so that just might be the yin and yang of the track. Then he leads race 1 winner Gunnar Ricks, pardon me. And that was an overtake there over Oriol Balmania by Yuri Kutacheville. So to the podium positions. Balmania started this race on pole, led for a bit, lost the lead and has been falling back since, but doing a good job. He's up there battling still. And in behind them, that is Steve Davidson in the McLaren and Andrew D in the Lotus. Team Canada. With Vic Vega behind. And then Hidalgo, Springs, and Delgado. They roll at 11th, followed by Gomes, Kazchuk, Sevilla, Andreasen, Martel, Apathy, Senna, Costa, and Komorowski. Good to see Gomes out there after he ran out of gas in race 1. And has indeed joined the race for race 2. He's running in 12th position.
There's only 11 positions.
There is not.
Oh, fair enough. You're out.
The minimum of 20. Side-by-side action there for Joe Senna. As against Morbid Apathy. A couple of people have lost control in that last turn. I just don't remember that being a problem. But apparently it is, and there's like some good drivers, so I can't even be like, I'm better than you, I know how to do it, you don't. That's not the case. Antonio Costa looking down the inside of Joe Senna for 17th spot. And there is a McLaren up ahead of them that is off the track. I believe that is Rick Martel.
It's going to be my lineup from now on whenever we get a new crowd, which we do occasionally. They're like, hey, who's the guy with the voice and the funny comments? And they want to know, like, when does he race? And I'm like, well, they don't let me do that anymore. You know, I've embarrassed a lot of people. And then just don't elaborate.
Yes, to elaborate. Yuri Kutachvili going side by side with Oriol Balmania again. And Right behind them, it's Davidson D and Vic Vegas. So Balmania is a little bit of a cork in the bottle right now. And if whoever manages to get clear of him will probably have a good run for that third place. Although he's keeping Kretachville honest. Kretachville's gotten past a couple times. Balmania has come back at him. Doesn't necessarily have the pace, but he's not far off. And it seems like that last corner is really his weapon. Everybody else is slipping a little bit wide, and he's taking that aggressive tight line. A little bit of damage showing on Kretachville as well. Not quite as much as Tobias Therold in the 11th place has. There's Joe Senna versus Costa. Balmania got very close to the wall there. And that is Therold once again having drama. I feel like Tobias feels your shadow all over him.
Michael, is it true that the winner of this race gets a all-expensive paid trip to one Sunday, Saturday night?
Could be done. Probably not, though. The guys at the front are all in Europe.
$10 bill and a bus pass.
If Steve Davidson wins, we can make that happen. but the top four are all in Europe. That'd be a bit problematic. Is he dying? Like, is this a Make-A-Wish kind of thing? Side-by-side action. Ooh! Kretachville shows Balmania wide. It's allowed. Side-by-side action can get a little rough. Steve Davidson might pick up the spots here, though. That's that McLaren there. And Andrew D as well in the Lotus.
Winner of this series gets an all-expenses paid one-way trip to Churchill, Manitoba.
Balmania does get shuffled backwards 2 spots, and you don't want to go to Churchill. Speaking as a former resident of Churchill, you don't want to go there.
It's going to be a ski plane, and you get to be there in February.
It's no difference. 365, it's the same.
Pack your bear spray because the bears like it when it's spicy.
I'm gonna let you in on a secret here if you ever wonder about Churchill, Manitoba. There are not seasons in Churchill.
No.
There is white and cold.
There's cold, and then there's white with white bears. You don't want to be there during white bear season. That's most of
This is basically the entire year.
There may be a white bear here and there, and you look tasty. It's like, have you ever heard the rumors of bears? If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. And if it's white, good night.
Yeah, no.
If you can get your own back against the black bear, do that shit. Scare them away. If it's a brown bear, just play dead and hope that carrions know what they're after. And if it's a polar bear, you better be somewhere they can't get through.
You need a vehicle.
You need a vehicle, and that vehicle better be moving. They will come through the door, the window, anything they got. You are not safely in a vehicle.
Oh, no, that's not what I was suggesting. I was suggesting you will be driving very fast.
Yes. Polar bears are a whole other business.
Meantime, gap has come down to less than a second between Ricks and Campbell, but only 1 lap to go, so that's going to be a hard one. Third place very much up for grabs. You can see it there. Steve Davidson side-by-side action with Yuri Kretachville, Andrew D's in the mix. Oriol Balmania and Vic Vega are not too far back. And, I mean, even Frings and Delgado, if things go really pear-shaped, could have a shot here. Davidson down the inside, looking to get that third place. And he drives Kretachville into the wall. And it looks like Kretachville got bumped in the butt, too, by probably Andrew D. Balmania looks hungry. Vic Vega looks hungry. inside, nothing there. And it will be Nicholas Campbell who takes race number 2. Gunnar Ricks in second place, and they will be joined on the podium by Canada's own Steve Davidson. Kurtachville, Delia, Belmania, Vega, Frings, Delgado, Thirol for your top 10, followed by Hidalgo, Gomes, Kazchuk, Sevilla, Costa, Senna, Komorowski, Andreasen, Martel, and Mauricio Julian. Pardon me, I have a Vic Warrior Online friend who is bugging me named Pickle Rick, and he's not now for an answer.
That boy gotta learn.
I told him, no, he doesn't learn.
I'm gonna learn him a thing or two.
It's only good for one thing, and it's shoving in a light mech where his ADD just takes over.
Can we do little hacks and throw him in the urban mech, but we need to be like as fast as the Locust?
Oh, you can make an urban mech fast in Mech Warrior Online. You just gotta take the engine out and put another one in.
Gotta take the ammo and put on a second engine.
Yeah, it's not even the second engine. There's no reason for the urban mech to be slow. It can carry a big engine. It's just in the lore, it is slow.
That's just the way it is. It is what it got to do.
Oh, exactly. It's designed for urban combat. The whole concept of an urban mech boils down to the following: you're walking in a big mech through the city, and you walk around the corner and take an AC-10 shell to the face from an urban mech. They are very much designed for a very specific role, and when they have to fight in the open field, they do die. But in Mech Warrior Online, they're just a 35-ton mech that you can do whatever you want. You can build a traditional light mech on it. Probably can't make it as fast as a Locust typically. That would be hard. But you can get it going like as fast as as fast as a Wolfhound or a Panther.
Make it as big as an Atlas and as fast as a Lucas.
That's a lot of engine. I mean, they kind of tried that with the Charger, which is an 80-ton scout mech. Don't know why we have such a long warm-up session here for race number 3.
Well, I mean, they haven't really had much of a race here. It's, it's only been 2 20-minute ones, so you got to give them a nice 50-minute warm-up to get really ready for the next 20-minute race.
I see.
It's just how that is.
I see.
It's
Picking up the Volt car of Mauricio Julian. And I'm not sure who that is. That's the classic McLaren factory colors. Don't think we've worked out who's actually driving that car. And that is either Steve Davidson or there's another guy driving that exact same livery. And as a result, I'm not sure whom that would be. It's the opening round of the season. We'll get better with the liveries over time.
I believe they're all purple.
I don't think there is a single purple one, actually.
Disappointing.
Which does disappoint me, I'm not gonna lie. Grid forming up here for our final race around the Norisring.
Good old nose ring.
We've seen Gunnar Ricks triumph. We have seen Nicholas Campbell triumph. And, I mean, if you're a betting man, you probably got to look at Gunnar Ricks, who's in first and second here today, as probably the guy to beat here around here.
Everybody does a brake stand right off the line. Maggle, if you were going to put one baseball team in North America, where would it be, and why would it be in Buffalo, New York?
It wouldn't be.
What do you mean?
You mean if I had an expansion MLB team to do something with? Where we have camera issues once again.
Charlotte, North Carolina?
Probably. I'm a little surprised there's not a team in like Tennessee, North Carolina, or in North Carolina. Those seem like the two biggest markets that are not really served.
Richmond, Virginia, perhaps?
Not that Richmond would be a bad spot. It's just that Richmond at least has a bunch of teams relatively close by. Like Charlotte has like nothing around it for the MLB, so that's probably the winner. There will be a Charlotte team in my upcoming franchise. I'll tell you that much.
Maybe the Charlotte Bobcat Hornets.
Haven't decided.
The Charlotte Bobcat Wizards.
Oh no! You know what? You know what? I actually do know what I'm going to call it. It's not going to be Charlotte.
It's going to be don't ruin this. You're one step away from having the Charlotte Flares. Don't fuck this up.
It's the Carolina Reapers.
Oh yeah.
If I end up with two teams in the Carolinas, then fine. We'll do the Charlotte Flares as the second one. I do like that, but there's like two better options in Tennessee. Like that's hard.
There's at least four, I think.
I got at least three: Knoxville, Memphis, and Nashville.
Yeah.
Who are you thinking for the fourth one?
Asheville.
On the inside there goes Tobias Thierolf, overtaking Mauricio Delgado. Nicholas Campbell, race 1 winner, has been obliterated.
I think Asheville's in North Carolina. My bad. Wrong side of the line.
Yeah, I'll probably be bringing back the Memphis Blue Sox. I just like that team. I put a lot of effort into making that team. I'm keeping it. I can't even take credit for the name because it's literally a team from Super Baseball Stars 3 for the NES.
Oh yeah.
But I like it. I worked hard on that logo. I'm keeping it.
I demand the only teams with places with funny names. Like Tuscaloosa.
Adam Komarowski trying to go around the outside here, which will turn into the inside eventually. That's Antonio Costa up ahead of him. Costa's been the center of a lot of action. Not all of it good. And further back, that is Wilfredo Sevilla in the Audi. I kind of like the super muted colors on that Audi, actually.
We put one in Waco, Texas. Call it Waco.
I've already got 2 teams in Texas, is the problem. I've got Austin and San Antonio.
No, you got Waco and Tyler. Or Plano.
Plano has the people, at least. Not the economy, though.
An economy? In this economy?
In this economy. Plano doesn't know the meaning of that word. Andrew D. on the tail of Vic Vega. And at the front, it is Stefan Frings leading the way from Yuri Kratachville and Oriol Malmanya. Davidson 6th. Ricks, Delgado, Thierolf, and Senna rounding off the top 10. That is Morbid Apathy going very off the track.
We have the Plano Drano and the Waco Perfectly Normal team.
Nothing's ever happened in Waco.
Perfectly Normal team, why you ask?
Going with the Waco ATF.
No, it's too on the nose. So, the Waco, we're going to shoot your dogs.
Steve Davidson, Gunnar Ricks moving their way through. Both overtaking Vic Vega there.
Or you go with all Wild West team league, or at least conference. You go for Dodge City, maybe some Tombstone. You know what I'm saying?
The Wyatt Earp division.
Alright.
On board with Magic Kazchuk as he battles with Joe Senna. And further back it is Nicholas Campbell trying to make his way back through the field there. That is Morbid Apathy and also Andy Foster. He is about a lone KTM in the field.
You have to have as many teams as many Springfields as possible.
They'll probably make an entire league out of Springfield.
Yeah. You could propose that to Sid both. The Botham League.
That is Andy Foster in the wall a little bit there. Not sure if that was assisted or a self-inflicted one. Frings continues to lead the way.
Abilene, prettiest town I ever seen. Oh my god. You have a Galveston Blue Waters. Have you ever seen that fucking clip of Charles Barkley?
I don't think I have.
I don't remember the context, but it was just like somebody or something in some team from Texas. I think it might have been the Rockets when they were being terrible. And we're just send them to Galveston. Got all that dirty water.
What's up? Gunnar Ricks and Steve Davidson trading spots there for 5th place. And the two, I'm not sure what team livery that is, but they are matching.
It's the Pelicans. And anybody who wants to see what I'm talking about, just Google Barkley Galveston, it comes right up.
Down the inside, Mauricio Leon overtaking the fellow McLaren of Morbid Apathy.
Julian.
Now I'm just thinking of shacking a fool with JaVale McGee.
Oh, that wasn't funny.
It did get
Be nice.
At some point, you're just bullying this man.
Wasn't eventually like Shaq's mom called him and said, "You leave that boy alone," something like that?
I do believe that was the case.
Oh, sorry, Mama. Shaq not done. Shaq the doctor. Shaq. Oh man, what was the? Somebody was doing an imitation of Shaq at a roast, and Shaq was there, and he was like, Shaq not done, Shaq the doctor. I don't remember somebody, and then he like bagged on somebody else like this guy dumber than Shaq. He probably think this is Shaq a girl doctor, Shaq a boy doctor. Something I don't remember. Might have been Jay Farrow.
Maybe a double overtake here for Komorowski. As he battles his way past both Costa and I'm not sure who that is. Backer. Ricardo Gomes.
Yeah, not Ricardo.
And Komorowski does get 2 for the price of 1. Gomes might also get past Costa as well. And the front engine boys making that Porsche look a little bit slow. Joe Senna going side by side with the other Porsche, Tobias Thierhoff. Not sure if that's an overtake or if that's defending position. Not sure who had 9th place a little while ago. But it is truly bizarre seeing Tobias Thierol struggle to make his way through the grid. It's like GT cars just don't really suit him too much. I know why he qualified uncharacteristically though, in technical issues. But one would think that those technical issues have been resolved at some point. Instead, we see him battling with Joe Senna and Magic Kaschuk, who are perfectly acceptable drivers, faster than I am. But you don't usually see them up at that level. Meantime, that is Oriol Balmania, who is building that wall and trying to hang on to 2nd place against Kretachville D. Riggs Davidson. And that's all working out for Stefan Frings, who is now 5.6 seconds ahead.
I knew it. Yuri's been sandbagging this whole time.
Here comes Yuri. Yuri's been on the podium. What do you mean he's been sandbagging?
Not to speak ill of the driver, but hope he crashes again.
He does. He's a very aggressive style. Some of it's also just, I think, internet related. He is often one of the cars that is, clearly not connected to the server super well.
He is springing into the lead.
It definitely plays a role. I mean, there's a reason. That's part of the reason Romy Bartz is such a channel meme. Romy Bartz with 170 pig. Here we go. I've been enjoying all the various NFL short programs making fun of the Bengals for signing Joe Flacco for some reason.
Do you mean Hall of Fame quarterback, NFL champion Joe
Flacco? I'm not even insulting Joe Flacco. It's just like, we have a problem. We have no offensive line, and our immobile backup is getting killed. Let us, hear me out, sign a guy who's 40 years old and wasn't terribly mobile to begin with.
He's tough.
We could sign Jameis Winston. That would be fun. Nah. We could sign a bunch of different people. No, we're going for Joe Flacco. Vic Vega falling behind Mauricio Delgado as he recovers from some kind of incident. We didn't see it on camera as to what it was. Also this week I got destroyed by Cam Scadaboo.
Nice.
Disappointing. Scored 31 points for M against me in fantasy football. She literally drafted him because his name was fun to say.
Yeah.
And she's been enjoying the fact that I've been giving her JT O'Sullivan clips of him basically ragging on Scadaboo. Where he's like, there's 2 types of running backs in this league. There are, really mental and focused guys who break down game film and opposition tendencies and run the ball accordingly. See, Christian McCaffrey's a great example of this. And then there's the other type of running back, and that's Cam Scadaboo. He eats a box of crayons and runs at the hole.
I'll have to take a look at my fantasy hockey team and tell me if I won or not, because there's like 3 different
well, it's not over. It's not over yet. You are winning against the Legion of Boom. But you have Saturday's game still to go. Yeah, it's not a daily thing. We're against each other for a week, basically.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure what
I mean, you're winning at the moment, but yeah, there's still Saturday to go.
Fine, whatever.
I can give you a guess if you really want.
No, that's fine.
But I think you're ahead by 5. There's a little bit of physicality there between Campbell and Gomes. I'd say let Campbell through, but there's only 6 minutes left in the race, so it's probably 7 laps to go. So I'll try and fight him. Just saying that because we know Campbell's got a little bit more than mid-pack speed. Yuri Kretachville once again trying to defend 2nd place against Gunnar Ricks. And further back, that is Tobias Theerolf against Mauricio. Oh, Lord!
Oh, boy. Oh,
That's
boy.
a bowling ball. Magic Kashuk missing his breaking point. Collects a couple of people. Looks like they're okay. But that was still a bit much.
He's driving on the wrong side there.
Whoa! And he gets nudged out by Costa and Delgado. They didn't appreciate that bowling ball.
4 wide through the corner, means one guy in the wall.
I do kind of worry if that was Kashuk trying to get the places back, and that's a great example of like why that can be dangerous. Because not everyone's expecting you to let off the gas. And Magic pays for it by sliding back to 17th place. On board with Joe Senna, who is battling with Vic Vega. There will be an orange Porsche. Orange Mercedes, pardon me. And down the inside, a bit of an aggressive move, but fair, by Adam Komarowski. I think he was close enough to have entitlement to that room, and Nicholas Campbell is suddenly found himself in 12th place. Just picking up all the spots right now. Still won't be happy with the result, of course, but definitely a solid comeback here after... We didn't actually see what happened to him, but he fell to last place at one point, so I assume something terrible. And we're on board with Vic Vegas. He tries to track down Joe Senna for 7th place. And that is the KTM of Andy Foster overtaking Morbid Apathy for 19. There's at least 21 cars running because there's somebody behind them that is not showing up on the tower. I'm not sure who that would be. It's whoever is in that orange, the classic Garage 59 colors of McLaren. But I don't know who is driving that car. On board with Steve Davidson, podium in race number 2. Gonna have top 5 right now. Battling with Andrew D as well as Oriol Balmania. Balmania goes very wide. And this will open up the door for Davidson heading down to turn 2. Further back, that is Delgado battling with Ricardo Gomes.
Take him out.
And ahead of them, that is Nicholas Campbell getting nudged a little bit by a very aggressive Adam Komarowski. Oh, Davidson's off. Looks like he's okay. Loses a spot to Andrew D as a result. And a little bit of a brush there between Campbell and Komarowski. Campbell is through. Be a fantastic comeback for him if he could pick up a top 10 here in this second race. And Antonio Costa is now the guy between him and that achieving that. Here's Mauricio Delgado looking to get past Ricardo Gomes. Into 13th spot. And this race turned against Delgado real quick. He was looking at a surefire top 10, and now he's battling for 13th with Gomes. That is sometimes how the cookie crumbles in racing.
And that is how the turn 2 is. I will have the ultimate expansion team location for you.
Okay.
Rancho Cucamonga, California.
California. If we're going with funny names, there's so much in California.
There is. Thousand Oaks, where they only have pine trees. That's probably not true. I'm assuming there's at least 5 oaks.
Probably have 3 teams in California for my franchise. Sacramento, San Jose, and I'll probably stick one in Central California. I know that that's not exactly a financially functional part of the state, but there are a lot of people there. Yeah, I'm thinking Fresno.
Where all the meth is.
Yeah, I know.
Or Modesto.
Sir, the meth heads need baseball too.
Might I recommend the future site of the Trump inaugural library, Stockton, California?
It's in the north. That's the problem.
Not as far as north as Sacramento.
Yeah, but it's in the north. I've got Sacramento and San Jose. That part's walled off.
I need 3 teams in Reno.
I want to stick a team in some place where I could use the Red Rock Stadium and have it fit, but unfortunately, it's not really. It'd be like Salt Lake would be like my main option.
No, I thought Red Rocks is in Colorado.
It's like Colorado, Arizona, but like Colorado's got a team, Arizona's got a team, Vegas has got a team, so it's like kind of really depriving me of options here. So it would have to be like it would basically have to be Salt Lake City, Utah. Either that or try to do a second Arizona team in like Tucson.
Anybody out there hasn't seen the Club Drive do that shit? Broken Lizard, you guys will need super troopers.
Right, we're coming to the line here. Stefan Frings with a... Honestly, we didn't even really see him race win. Which is a shame, because I think that's his first ESR win. Gunnar Rick second, Yuri Kurtachvil third, Oriol Balmania, Andrew D, Steve Davidson, Joe Senna, Vic Vega, Tobias Thierolf, Antonio Costa, Nicholas Campbell, and that man, Adam Komorowski, followed by Ricardo Gomes and Mauricio Delgado. That is Wilfredo Sevilla. And then it'll be Rick Martel, Mauricio Julian, and then Andy Foster. And this is Morbid Apathy battling for 20th place with our mystery dude who's not on the tower, basically. We'll find out who that is, I guess, finally. Who's driving the Garage 59 orange papaya car?
Papaya.
It's whoever's in 21st place. Roll the screen down, please. It's literally bugging me that I do not know who's driving that car.
His name is John Cena.
There is a lot of parity here. The fastest lap of that race was a 54.5 by Ricks. The slowest fastest lap, oxymoron, is a 56.1. So that's Fred Hidalgo. Okay. And we lost Andreasen along the way, as well as possibly Corbin Kraminski. He may have DNF'd before this race even started, and we know Ryder did. He retired with technical gremlins in race 1. I'll give you guys a quick rundown of the championship, and then we'll be done. I should have had the championship standings up. My apologies. I did not.
You're the worst.
The German Tour. Here we go. Load. Scoring detail. In first place, Gunnar Ricks. No surprise there. He was first and 2 second places. He has 39 points. Yuri Kurtachvil second place on 23. 22 for Nicholas Campbell. 19 for Stefan Frings. 16 for Steve Davidson and Oriol Balmania. 13 for Henrik Andreasen. 10 for Magic Kaszczuk. Vic Vega on 8. And 6 each for Antonio Costa and Joe Senna. I'm confused by the standings here, Byron.
Oh.
There are multiple 10th place people in every single race. I'm confused. I'm concerned. And it's throwing me for a loop. Martin's doing weird things.
It's a lot of ties. It's okay.
It's like 10th place and below are just getting a participation point or something. I don't know. Anyways, that is all. Byron, final words.
Drake's lawsuit got thrown out because the judge was like, this is bullshit, and now we get to sing Not Like Us like a lot.